Alright guys, it is August 29th today. We have trailered our headers for the first time this year. We're going to venture off on a bit of a longer move, and we're going to head north to some barley. No, not to the north farm, to the north end of the south farm. So the reason why you just see me here is because I got split off from the group a little bit, and we're waiting for the rest of them to come down the highway. So I folded my auger back, although it did throw up an air code saying it didn't fold all the way back properly, but whatever. The reason why is so that way I don't hit my reel. It is above the reel by that much when it's all the way up top of the reel, but if you ever go through an approach or a dip or something, it is possible to dip that spout into your reel bars. Big no-no, don't want to do that. Busy little road that we stopped on here. So you can step up here, there we go. There's the rest of the crew. We got pilot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably some grain carts coming as well. But with that said, we better hurry up. Quickly pull up our ladder. What a hunger jump that is. Hit this button, push this thing around. Why that's not automatic, I have no idea. Let's get going. Don't want to get any dirt in here still. Just right here.
Go on, Mike.
I guess, are gonna take lead. Watching our mirror here. Oh, sorry about that. You can't see that close anyways. All right.
No, just don't forget to let us know when someone comes, because I'm sticking to the middle of the road.
Right. And our voyage begins. Yeah, I know you guys are probably asking yourself some questions like, so is this move longer than the last one? Yes, it is. And we can only get to some of this land via highway. And if you're going to run down the highway for any amount of distance, then you've got to take your 50-foot heads off. If you're just going to go a mile or two, no big deal. But if you got to go 20, 30, 40, 50, if you got to go up to those many miles, well then yeah, you got to disconnect. So as you know, the X9 headers do not have integrated transports on the 50-footers. The 45s and down, yes they do, but not on the 50s. So had to buy transport trailers to put these 50s on. Definitely a bit of a pet peeve. It's frustrating that they couldn't have integrated the 50s as well, but obviously this looks rough. Oh, yep. Yeah, it was a little bouncy. Oh yeah, we're still okay. All right then. There it is. Ha!
Prepared, the bridge is going to be a little bumpy.
Hold on here. It was a little bouncy.
Holy man, that was rough.
That's what we thought too. All right. I completely lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about. But anyways, I thought I'd give you guys a quick little update on the progress of the harvest 2022. We are done the durum. That was the first crop that we started on. That was the first crop that we finished. Then we moved into mustard, and we were bouncing around from mustard to wheat, because we were kind of working our way across the farm, as I mentioned in the past videos. And we have something coming down the road here. Hold on. Oh, that's a semi.
A semi.
Hold on. Awesome. He pulled off. Thank you, good sir.
Me too.
I'm having trouble keeping up. I think my combine is the slowest, so if we could, I don't know, maybe a mile per hour slower.
Okie
Half of
dokie.
a mile per hour slower.
Okie dokie, Smokey. we can slow down. The X9 is the fastest road gear. It will do 25 mile an hour, and the S series combines will do 22 to 23 mile an hour. We're gonna slow right down here. All right, yeah,
Blowing up.
we're good, we're good, we're good. Thank you, sir. Oh, let's not swerve into him here, Mike. All right, back up to cruising speed. We'll do about 22. I'll try and do about 22. 22 mile an hour, we should be safe. Everyone should be able to keep up. Sometimes it is a thing that you can have slower combines than others. That's an actual thing. And it sounds like Emily, my older brother's wife, has the slowest. But anyways, as I was saying, we were bouncing around from wheat to mustard. And we are now done all the wheat. We just finished the wheat today. And obviously we finished the mustard as well. So we're done our 3 main crops. And now we just have barley and red lentils left. So we're going up to do the barley. All the barley is at the farthest tip, northern tip of the south farm. So we're gonna crack down on that barley, and then once that's done, then we will come back south to the very southern tip of the south farm and do the red lentils. Well, Mike, why wouldn't you have done the red lentils while you were already down there? Like, you're already right there. Actually, we were in the middle of the farm, and you gotta remember, we're quite spread out. So if I'm in the middle of the farm, we could still be 20, 30 miles away from, you know, the rest of the southern tip, depending on where we're located. And the red lentils, well, they're gonna yield of all 0 to 1 bushel. So that's nothing. All that's gonna be is just cleanup. And where the barley on the northern end, it hopefully will be a little something. So we definitely want to get that first. That is highest. That is the higher priority. I know you guys got a lot of questions about, like, Mike, why don't you buy a transport trailer? What do you say? Oh, there's a horse and rider. Oh, right there off to the left by the bridge. I have to pay attention because all of a sudden they might be like, Semi, wide load, someone's moving a freaking house down the highway or something. That would be bad. So it'd be hooking this bridge if I'm not paying attention. Whoa, whoa, I'm driving off the road here. Hold on, hold on. I cannot hold my phone, record, and wave and drive all at the same time, I guess. So anyways, back to your question about why don't you buy a transport trailer. It's just not practical. Unless you're going to haul stuff up back and forth to the north farm, that's the only way that makes sense. Only way that makes sense. And even if you wanted to move the whole fleet to the north farm, I could still do it quicker by driving than you could haul in all of our equipment up there.
It takes a lot of ponies.
Oh, Mike, how is that? Like, you can do 60 miles an hour with a truck and with a combine on the back. Yeah, maybe you can. So let's just say we're going to go 60 miles to our closest field. Okay, and I'm going to say let's race. I'll give you 1 transport trailer, and I'm going to start driving the fleet. There's 8 combines, 8 headers, 2 grain carts, and support equipment that has to come with you. So it's going to take me at 20 miles an hour, which I'm easily doing, 3 hours to get there. That's nothing. You wouldn't get a combine loaded, get up there, and get back in 3 hours. That's why. It's just not practical. Again, the only way a transport trailer makes sense is if you're going to haul 1 or 2 units up to the north farm, which is about 600 kilometers away. Okay? And even that, it takes a long time to take a loaded semi there and back. If you had, I think if you had 2 units, I could still beat you there with those 2 units, and you could get there, drop off, and then get all the way back 600 kilometers. So that's the reason why. So I guess, to answer your questions, that's the reason why we don't have transport trailers. Not saying we wouldn't get one in the future to make some oddball runs from the south farm to the north farm, but that would be the only reason why.
I have a wide load coming at us.
We got a bit of an oil rig shack or of some sort here coming at us. Sorry that it's...
The culvert's going to be right behind me here, Cord, if you can't get... Well...
Oh, we got two of them. I can
I
see.
think you're gonna have to wait on the other side of the culvert. Got another one.
We are just inside our line, and if he's just inside his line,
Good course. Don't go any further.
then we should be good.
Don't go down into the ditch anymore.
We should be good here. Oop, hit the signal light. Okay. So obviously, times like this, we stop. We get over as far as we possibly can without ditching a combine or a header. Okay, we should be good. Just getting everybody back on the highway here. See, if you pull over too far, your header back there will start skidding down the ditch, and bad things can happen really quickly. So you can't get over too far. But in saying that, the John Deere is pretty awesome with our aftermarket hitch. It's an off-centered hitch, and it's off-centered to the left. So that way you can get the combine down the ditch a little ways and your header's still in the lane. That was a definite con with the fence. They had a centered hitch. So if you went down the ditch, that header followed you down. So pretty happy about having our off-centered hitch again. Well, we're pretty much where we want to be. We actually changed our plan. We've been on the road for 2 hours, not bad. We were going to go to some of our further away barley, which would be about 3 or so hours, probably 3.5. But since it's getting dark, we're going to go to one of our closer fields first. And this field, barley is probably going to be fairly poor. We expect it to be poor, but it still has to be cut. So we're basically here now. Alright, Dad's just grabbing a picture. He's the one piloting us this afternoon.
That old truck was on. No, there he's getting rid of that flapper.
And there's our crew right back there.
Smiling. And the black smoke that's coming out of the flappers.
Oh, okay, I gotta shut that off. So I'm hoping this barley does about 20, but we'll see how it goes here. So we're all gonna pull in a line. We're gonna drive in the crop over there because we have to. We don't have a big place where we can get all the fleet in and get moved around, but it is what it is. And we'll hook up our headers and we'll get cracking here. But I'll maybe walk around with you guys here, show you these headers just a little bit. All right. I don't know if we're still far enough. Everyone's just pulling their lines so that way they can unhook their headers and pull away. I don't think we're far enough. Holy cow! Why don't I just drive all the way across the field? Yeah, we've come a long way away from the highway, which is way on the other side of those trees to get everybody spread out. You can't just nose right up because you got to be able to unhook your header and drive the combine away and then hook up to your header, so you can't just be bumper to bumper. Get down. There it is. Well, this is a pretty poor crop of barley. I don't even know this is going to do 20. Yeah. See if we can zoom in here a little bit. Whoa! Looks awesome. All right, so we had to lift our chopper. We had to put our auger in so it didn't hit the reel. We got to unhook here. And then we're gonna loop around and hook up to our header. We put a strap on in 2 places. It's strapped right here. And it's strapped right here. The other guys, they have honeybees, so they have integrated transports. They still have to unhook and wheel around, but then they gotta jack up those wheels. Sorry, they don't gotta jack up the wheels. They gotta release the strap to lower the wheels off their header once they pick the header up. You guys have done videos on that in the past. So I guess we should probably get cracking too. I'm just helping Brian here. Had to help him lift this thing off. So on the honeybee, they come around, they hook up, they'll lift the transport up, they'll drop this out, so that disconnects the front transport. I see that he dropped this already. Don't worry, that was not dragging. He's already been working on that. Then he'll pick it up. These wheels, they ratchet down with a crank once it's up. Then they unhook them via 4-inch straps. So we're gonna be the slow folks. They're gonna be cutting here. And I'm still gonna be talking to you guys. So the problem is we got land chunks kind of all over the place, and we can only get to it via taking our headers on and off when we're up here, because it's all highway, it's all beside the highway, it's all valleys and bridges we got to get through. And I lifted it up, and don't worry, no one died. I don't think anyway. Well, Mike, why don't you just seed a big area down the grass and just send 2 combines out? Because most of the grain is either getting bagged up here because it's a long haul, and we don't have multiple baggers that we can put on every field. So, and it's too far to haul. Like, you can't just load up a grain cart and drive 10 miles to the next field. So it is a bit of an inconvenience. You gotta pack up the whole crew and whole fleet and move over for like 600 acres or 300 acres. But anyway, it is what it is. So we need to get cracking here. So I'm gonna let you guys go actually, so I can get doing this. I'm gonna remove the straps. I'm gonna unhook, put my chopper down, wheel around, hook up my header. On the honeybees, they have, I think, 2 PTOs, 1 on each side. On the deer, it's just the 1 PTO. And then obviously the quick coupler. The honeybee also has the quick coupler. So in theory, this should be easier, quicker for unhooking and hooking up. Okay? Stay awesome, guys. Stay awesome. Let's get cracking. Oh yeah. But what I should mention, I'm just putting the chopper down here, is if we're close to our fields, we'll send 1 combine out to open up the other field, so that way we can get the rest of the crew in. That doesn't work if you're moving a long ways, because we need to move together. But if we're close, we'll send a combine out to open up the fields. Coming down there. It is just about down here, I think. Look inside, make sure that door is closed. It's open right now, we're going to close it. Awesome. Alright guys, the chopper is down. We can turn off our lights now. We are unhooked. See, now that light is bright. They're good at night. Okay. Now, that's right. Now I'm gonna let you go. Adios, guys. I know, I'm like a bad cold that just won't go away. I'm like, wow, we was gonna hook it up. I'll show you guys how to hook it up. Not that you guys don't already know, because it's pretty much all the same, but let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay. It's important to come in straight, and we're not straight, so, you know, minor details. Okay. Slow down here a little bit. Okay. No pressure, Mike, no pressure. I'm feeling pressure, you guys. There it is. Just got to get it close. There it is. Stop. Whoa! You know, I'm not used to this joystick because it neutral's different, but it is what it is. All right, let's do this again here. We had the header, and then I went to put it in neutral, and we pulled it back. Classic. There it is. Okay, lift it all the way up, and we're gonna back away from the trailer. Okay, now we're gonna lower it all the way down to the ground here. Just makes it easier for us to get out there and work on it. So if I was just throw our PTO on, well, I'll do the whole thing with you guys. All right. Catchy, something's catchy there. Okay, PTO on shaft, that's pretty self-explanatory. Here's your multi-point connector. Give these puppies a wipe, clean them off, preferably with a rag. I don't have a rag. Okay. Yeah. How am I gonna hold this up? Stay. Okay, and then I need to wipe these, and then hold up. Once you've cleaned them out, there's these guides. There's one guide here and one at the bottom, so that way you can never get them, you can never put them on wrong. And you slide it in, preferably with two hands. There you go. Pop this, it's a lock, so that way you can over center. So when I do this, I'm sucking up the hydraulics, plus plugging in the electrical components. And down here, where is it? Right here. Oh, you can't see them. I'm sliding these big pins in, one on each side of the feeder house, and I'm locking the header to the feeder house. It's a one-time deal. There. Everything's now hooked up. The header cannot come off. It's pinned in the bottom. Hydraulics, electrical is all connected. All I got to do is throw that PTO shaft on, and then we are fully 100% hooked up. No more calibration is needed. Oh yeah, I should note though, when you put this one in transport, unlock this. Okay, the wing's coming down. That's because it's in float position. So this little button right here is these directions. So when you want to be in combine mode, you push it in. When you want to be in header or transport mode, you pull it out. So we're going to rotate it. Oh, actually, we're just going to push it in and then rotate it clockwise. Okay. So basically what we've done is when you normally pick this header up, like maybe you've seen me when I'm combine, when I pick this header up, whatever point this header is in, once it leaves the ground, it stays, right? That's hence I can force these wheels down and it puts it into a smile, and then when I pick it off the ground, it stays in a smile, right? Right. So that's what it's made to do. But when you put it on the transport, so say you have it somewhat level, it's hard to be perfectly level all the way across, right? When you put it on this transport, you want the header to be in float position, the wings in float, so that way they will nicely fit into the transport. Otherwise, it might be kind of rigid. That wing might be in the transport. This one might be off the transport this much because it's all locked up, right? And that's really hard on the header, and it's really nearly impossible to strap it down. So you hit those buttons, it just puts it in float, makes it sit in the transport perfect. Then you strap it down. Okay? That was way longer than it needed to be, but you get the idea. So there's one on this side. We'll go do the other side. Man, they started long before us. Okay, I'm just gonna open this up, rotate this thing in. Oh, until that one's this one's. Hold on here. There, that one took a little bit of pushing. There, done, ready to go. Let's put our PTO shaft on. PTO shaft on. That easy. We got Dono over here. Not Donald, Donovan, short for Dono. All right, show you these lights. LED right under here, just so you can see the John Deere, I guess. Another LED light right here, so you can see the ground. And then they light up your little crop divider here, so you can hopefully don't run it into a grain cart, I guess is their theory. All right, guys. I guess that's it. Now I'll let you go for about the 15th time. Unless I find something else super duper interesting that I need to show you. But probably not tonight. Okay, adios.